Shalom, Makim, Shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last sections of time. Shalom. All right. This lesson is going to be entitled, "In that image we were made, onto that image we shall return." And that image is the image whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And ultimately, pertaining to Genesis, the first chapter, all right, I'm going to just start at the first verse. It says, in the beginning, I'm going to read it verbatim. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And when you actually go into that word, God, all right, get it real quick. It goes into Elohim, all right, which means, as it says, rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods, all right, plural, okay? So it says, in the beginning, the Elohim created the heaven and the earth. All right. Elohim meaning what? Many powers, many judges, many rulers. And ultimately that top judge, that top ruler, all right, is Yahweh Shai, man. We were made in his image. When you go down to Genesis 1, all right, I'm going to start at 24. And the Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And ultimately the elect, all right, we're likened unto creatures, okay? The Lord's top chosen creature on the planet earth, all right, is the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, okay? As it is written in Romans the 8th chapter, the Lord identifies us as creatures. In many more chapters, all right, it tells you, I believe in the book of 1 Corinthians, it says, all right, if any man be in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, he become a new creature. All things are old. I mean, those old things are passed away, man. All things become new, roughly paraphrasing. All right. Just as in Romans, the 8th chapter, all right, the 19th verse says, for the earnest expectation of the creature, right, meaning the Lord's creation. Okay. And out of the Lord's creation, all right, out of all the Lord's creation, he chose the nation of Israel. All right. It tells you that in the book of 2nd Ezra, I believe, the 6th chapter. All right. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Okay. Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? No, the Most High set it out, even from the very beginning, who his top creature would be and whose image they would be made in. Okay. It says, the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. So all humanity wait and anticipate this moment. All right. Whether they know it or not, their spirits anticipate this moment of Yahweh Shai, whom the world really calls Jesus Christ, coming back. All right. And delivering his chosen men, women, and children. Okay. The 144,000. All right, and you got that large multitude of men, women, and children that make up the 1/3, all right, of Israel, of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of hope, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. All right. So the Most High subject us to this vanity. All right. He's in control. All right. The Most High calls the shots in this movie that we're playing a role in, man. Okay. He's the ultimate director. All right. And that top judge, all right, whom we have to have access to get through Yahweh is Yahweh Shai, man. As it is written, no man cometh to the Father except through me. All right. Through what? This word, this truth. Okay. Which we were made in, man. We We were made in that image, and we're going to return unto it. So it says, Genesis, the 1st chapter. All right, I'm going to read down verse 25. Now Elohim made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And the Elohim saw that it was good. Right, and as we mentioned earlier, that top creature, all right, in that 5th day that was created was the nation Israel. But in that 6th day, we were made in the image of Yahushua. So it says, and the Elohim said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Okay, so pointing out again, who's that top judge, that top ruler? Yahushua, and we're going to prove it, man. All right, he was that prototype, man, for us to be made in his image. All right, after his likeness. And so in these last seconds of time, we're going to return unto the image of Yahushua. How? Through these laws, statutes, and commandments. Being tried in that fiery trial, being put through that furnace of adversity, man. We're going to be made in that image, right? We're going to be purified. So it says, verse 27, so the Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of the Elohim created he him. Male and female created he them. You see, man? All right. So the Lord had order in the beginning, but ultimately that order was set up through Yahushua. All right. Get it really quick. Bear with me. This is Colossians, the 1st chapter. The 15th verse, it says, who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? Right. So on this earth, can we see Yahweh? All right. Have we seen Yahushua yet? But what do we have to go by? This word, this truth. All right. These scriptures. All right. They're a reflection of Yahushua. And ultimately in the beginning, all right, we were made in the image of Yahushua. And the scriptures tell you that breath of life was blown into Adam and he became a living spirit. So that these scriptures, this wisdom knowledge, all right, was given onto us. And ultimately, we became living, man. All right. We became back to remembrance, all right, of that image we were made in. All right. Now, as we draw closer to our salvation, we're being more and more perfected, all right, and purified. But it's ultimately through these different trials that the Lord puts us through to better us. So it says, the firstborn of every creature. Now, let me see if I can get that word. All right, because it's talking about Yahushua, man, the firstborn of every creature, proving that ultimately like the Lord likened us onto creatures. All right, let me see that word, firstborn. There you go.
Strong's G 4416. Prototokos.
Yep, 144-4416. Strong's G 4416. It says, the firstborn of man or beast, of Yahushua, the firstborn of all creation. And as it says, protokos, kind of like the word prototype, man. So Yahushua was that prototype, man. All right, that we were made in his image. Let me see if there's something on the root word. There it goes. It says, Taito. It says, to bring forth, bear, produce, of a woman giving birth of the earth, bringing forth this fruit, metaphor to bring forth. All right. And ultimately, that was through Yahushua, man, that the nation of Israel was brought forth. All right. Or through Adam. Okay. Because when you go into the lineage, all right, after Abel was killed by his brother Cain, all right, he was replaced with Seth as compensation. And from Adam all the way down onto Noah, Shem, all the way down on Arphaxad, all the way down onto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Jacob name being changed onto Israel, man. You shall no more be called Jacob, but your name shall be called Israel, man. All right, and when you go into that word kindred, I believe it's in Acts and also in Revelation, the 7th chapter, go into the word, all right, it goes into the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob, that patriarch, okay, which means a male head, all right? And Yahushua was ultimately that male head that spearheaded, all right, the nation of Israel being dealt with by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Even from the beginning, the Adamites, okay? Adam was Yahushua. So let's go back and read it again. Let's see if there's some more on firstborn, and then we'll move on. Let's see if there's first begotten. There you go. It says Strong's definition. Firstborn, first begotten, all right? The Lord's only begotten son, all right? And ultimately, that only begotten is only referred to in the scriptures when talking about Yahushua and also Isaac, man, who was Yahushua, man, all right? Let's go back. Read it again. Colossians 1:15. Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible. So the things we see and also the things that we do not see, all right, was created through Yahushua, all right, from Yahweh through Yahushua, all right. It says, for by him were all things created, all right, even us. Okay. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. I'm going to start at 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. There you go. So the Lord ultimately, in Genesis, the 1st chapter, all right, we were made into that image. Okay. Then the Lord starts dealing with Adam. Genesis, the 2nd chapter, man. Okay. Adam is beguiled by Eve, who's beguiled by the serpent. All right. In Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Genesis, the 4th chapter. All right. Abel was killed by Cain. Genesis, the 5th chapter, all the way down onto Noah, the lineage of the sons of God. All right. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. So it calls Yahushua, who is Adam, 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. All right, who is Adam? Okay. It says we all come from him. And that's right, man. The Lord made him Lord of all thy creatures, the firstborn of every creature. So it says, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoke before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, these are the heathen nations, right? Starting with Esau, Edom. Okay. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from the vessel. And that shows you the insignificance of these other nations, man. The Lord said he chose the nation of Israel, all right, from out of Adam, which was ultimately Yahushua, man. Okay. So it says, verse 17, Colossians 1:17, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. So Yahushua ultimately gets the preeminence, man. I'm going to get that word too. All right. Proteo, here we go.
Strong's G 4409.
Protuo, it says, have the preeminence, to be first, to hold the first place. It says to have the preeminence in rank or influence. Isaiah 9:6, as it is written, all right, the government shall be upon his shoulders. Yahushua has that first rank, man. All right, the government is on his shoulders. Okay, he's coming back to hold that first place under Yahweh. All right, being Yahweh in the flesh, man. Yahushua. All right, I believe John, the 1st chapter, it goes into that. All right, let me get it really quick. And he dwelt among us, man. Yahushua walked the earth, man, over 2,000 years ago, and he will, all right, again, man, in his angelic form. I believe it's John. This is John 1. And let's see, 14. It says, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. So the word is being, all right, compared to a his. So it's actual person, which is Yahushua, man. Yahushua is the word. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten. There you go. The only begotten. All right, that firstborn. That's the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. That's Yahushua, man. All right, so in that image we were made, unto that image we shall return. We're returning unto the image of Yahushua with this wisdom. It's building us up and preparing us for that celestial or that heavenly body. So I'm going to read that in the NLT, Colossians 1:15. It says, Yahushua is the visible image of the invisible power. All right. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation. For through him, the Most High created everything. You see, through Yahushua, the Lord created everything. All right. We were made in his image. All right. So it says, for through him, the Lord created everything in the heavenly realms and on the earth. He made the things we can see and the things we can't see, such as thrones, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities in the unseen world. Everything was created through him and for him. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. Yahushua is also the head of the church, which is his body. He is the beginning, supreme over all who rise from the dead. So he is first in everything. You see? And so it was in the beginning, so it will be in the end, man. Yahushua was first at the beginning. He's going to be first at the end, man. Lord willing, all right, we be joint heirs with whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose true Hebrew name is Yahushua. All right? Lord willing, this message was edifying. Sama, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Ahud. All right, hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, a great millstone. Until next time, Shalom.